All right. What is going on, everybody? Nicholas in the building after about, what, 2 days? 2 days of recovery. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your not so average personal and spiritual trainer in the building, back again with another video. Important topic for tonight, a deeper look at the art of letting go. A lot of us have probably heard of letting go, how to let go, man. Why don't you just let go already? Let go of that person, let go of that situation, let go of that thing that has not been serving you whatsoever. So we'll wait for some people to come right on in, right? And if you're catching the replay, you are just as awesome, and this video will be on YouTube. So when it is, go back, replay it, subscribe to the channel for lots of epic videos, and it'll be awesome. It'll absolutely be awesome. So we'll send out some invites real quick, and we'll jump right on into the content. We'll jump right on in. So you may have had some experience with letting go, maybe not, maybe you've heard, some of your friends will be like, yo, you just gotta let that crap go, man. You just gotta let that stuff go. So we all come in touch with letting go, some way, shape, or form. If you haven't, well, now's your chance. So when that moment does come, you'll be a little bit more prepared. So, me personally, been going through all over the spectrum. Chris, my man, what's going on, brother? Been going all over the spectrum, right? All over the spectrum. Challenged physically, challenged emotionally, and most importantly, challenged spiritually. So, as you all know, had a little situation, right? And not too bad, but fell head over heels for a girl, right? Like any other man or any other woman or person does in their lifetime. And if you haven't, God bless you. You're missing out. Right? But fell head over heels for her. Some way, shape, or form, and felt true feelings, right? And then all of a sudden, she don't feel the same way. I'm like, all right, cool. But for some reason, it hurt so much more than just, a not right now or just a rejection or just like, hey, totally cool. For some reason, it hurt that much more. Like, you really felt it. Worse than a breakup, worse than this, worse than that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll let this go. I'll let it go. So you let it go for the time being. But then, universe says, you're not done with it yet. You're not done with this particular situation. So what happens? Keeps showing up. She keeps showing up. Not only physically, but I'm talking about in my dreams, y'all. So dreaming of her subconsciously, and it just could be anything random, right? So I take that as a sign of, listen, it didn't, flips hair, right? Gotta make it effective, right? Gotta I don't know, dramatize it or something, and it just keeps showing up. And if you're somewhat spiritually in tune, somewhat spiritually inclined, you know that when something keeps showing up, when it keeps coming around the clock, when it keeps coming around the bend, that you did not learn the lesson behind it. You did not learn what it is that you needed to learn right now. And I'm like, all right. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to go. I'm ready, right? And I just keep showing up, And when I floated in the float place in Patchogue, one of the most spiritual experiences. I decided to go again to relieve my soreness after this half Ironman. This half Ironman really put me out of commission for a little while, but it was well worth it. Right? So I go in there. Everything's relaxed, but I'm still kind of tight. And what I thought, it was from the half Ironman. And what I realized was that, okay, I wanted to connect spiritually for some source, connecting to Vikings, connecting to Norse, connecting to my heritage of what I'm tuning into, right? But universe had other plans. It's very funny the way the universe works. And immediately I heard 3 different voices like, listen, you need to let this shit go. You need to let her go because it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to grow in whatever way we're meant for you to grow, right? And I didn't question it because I felt sound in it. Most people would question, most people would be like, well, I don't want to, which is perfectly normal, perfectly logical, but there's going to come a time where you're going to be absolutely, where the subconscious mind and the conscious mind are going to agree per se. They're both going to agree, and you're going to be ready to let go. And here's what I mean is that in that moment that I was told to let this person go, that, you know, whatever it is that I wanted, it's not serving me. It's just drawing my strength, drawing my energy out where I could be directing it towards my PT business, my network marketing business, wherever I want to put it, right? Wherever I'm needed to put it. And it almost came out of my chest and through my vocal cords and out of my mouth. It's like I finally, these are the words, quote unquote, that I use. I finally surrender and I choose to let go. And out of those words, believe it or not, take it for what it's worth, you're going to experience it yourself one way or another, is that from my chest, I projected out, almost out, like if you want to call it astral travel, however you want to call it, however you are familiar with the term. And whatever my guides were, Archangel Michael, you know, head of the archangels with the sword, and the Viking that I've been trying to connect with for a while. They just took their blades, their axe, and they cut the tie. They cut the emotional tie that I had with this one person. And that's why I believe that letting go is more of a spiritual experience rather than a physical one. Because yes, we can make the choice to let something go. Be like, yeah, I let that go, no problem. But then an hour later, we're obsessing over the situation. We're obsessing over, like, why can't I have that? Why won't she date me? Why can't he be with me? Why can't they choose me over something? Or why can't I go this way or that way? Right? And it's really, you're going to feel it. You're going to know the difference, because then when I came in contact again, oh man, I'm already high on life, y'all. I'm already high on life, but I was even more high on life. I was very more at peace, not only with myself, but with her, with my friends, with my entire situation. I'm just like, all right. And immediately from that, my body just completely let go and just continued with the meditation. And continued with floating and healing. And that's where I find it's most important. And with this whole experience, some people are going to believe it's spiritual, some people are going to believe it's not. Take it for what it's worth, but when you decide to let something go and it keeps coming back and you keep giving into it, 9 times out of 10 you probably didn't let go yet. You probably didn't let go yet. And until that spiritual connection, you feel it spiritually. And bear in mind, this is the very first time that, well, not very first, but another once upon a time that I've experienced a spiritual experience letting go of something and someone. So we got a couple comments right here that this place is the Float Place in Patchogue. The Float Place in Patchogue. There's also one in Deer Park. You can book yourself online. Lauren has a very good question. She asks, how long did it take you to let go? So if you're just starting out, starting to come to awareness and you're starting to let stuff go, it may take longer than necessary or longer than normal. Well, there's no quote-unquote normal time frame of letting go. But in this time frame, like this has been going on for about a month or so, a month and a half for me, where I finally decided, okay, to let go. You know, I was always checking Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, right? But then I continued to focus on me, and the more that I focused on me, the more that I realized, like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why am I just directing my energy towards this? It's just getting lost. It's unnecessary. And in that moment of floating, my mind became clear. Everything became clear. It's like, listen, we have different plans for you. She served you and your purpose, and you had beautiful moments with her, but you need to let her go. Now, when some people hear those words, especially from an external source, they may become freaked out. They may be like, nope, I'm going to tune it out, which is perfectly fine. But bear in mind, they're just guides trying to help you. They know what's better for you. You may know it's good, but they know what's best. And it's different for everybody. I can't pinpoint an exact time frame for each of you of when you're going to let go. It's just like when you're absolutely done and ready. You know, you may feel not physically ready, but spiritually, it will say, your spirit and your energy and your energetic body will say that you're ready. It'll absolutely say that you're ready. But in that exact moment, I decided to let go. Hence, Michael and Viking cutting cords. And I take that symbolically, and I felt it. I felt like something was like just holding on to me, and then all of a sudden everything was cut, and my body instantly relaxed. It came to a standhold. It came to like, okay, I am okay. You know, and in turn, I've just been free flowing, just been meeting new people, which is what it's all about. Joanne says, I let go of someone physically, but emotionally he is in my mind. I know he is wrong, but it's getting easier. It's not a matter of him being wrong. It's just a matter of he's not serving you at this point in time. And I read a great quote from the books, The Spirit Anatomy, that I'm reading, is that as we become more aware, I'm going to leave you guys with this, leave everyone with this, as we become more aware of us, our mission, our destiny, our spirit, we will realize and detach ourselves from people, situations, and things that are literally drawing the strength out of our body. Now, it's not in a sense of negativity, it's just for a sense that they're not where we want to go, they're not going to serve us where we want to go, and we owe them that much, and we owe it to ourselves personally that we must let them go. So, I hope that provided a little bit more clarity on letting go, where you can let go physically, but it still will continue to show up as it did for me until I decided spiritually and unconsciously that I wanted to let it go. Lauren says, post that quote as a status. Hey, maybe I will. That'll be tomorrow's morning motivation. I'll post that as a quote tomorrow. So I salute you guys wherever you are on a daily. Always love you guys. We're back at it with these live videos, and it will be on YouTube. So every night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, be square, and practice letting go. Just practice. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort, and it's going to take awareness. It's going to take awareness. So continue to let go. Continue to focus on what is serving you instead of what is not. And let's continue to grow stronger. I'll see you in the next one.